Yo, what is up, Sexy Beast? Crazy Rabbit here, and I actually got to thinking about the next DLC and what's gonna be in it, what should we be expecting, all that fun stuff. And I got to thinking, what all perks are gonna be in the next DLC, which ones do I think are gonna return? And then I started, just thinking about all the perks, and then I came across Tombstone, and I was like, we've only seen that on one map. That perk was so useless. Like, it was in, Transit and Town, Transit if you're playing with multiple people, Town, and I think that's it. There might have been another map. It was so useless, it didn't even come back, and no one really ever bought it unless they wanted to get 5 perks or something like that. And even then, people really just didn't get it. It was such a useless perk. So then I got to thinking, what could Treyarch do to make Tombstone better? How could they make this perk actually worth getting? And I thought of a couple ideas. Alright, so the first one's going to work with multiple people, so if you're playing with friends or anything like that. And it's very, very similar to how Tombstone Soda actually works now, except for it is way more simple and less complicated as fuck. So as soon as you go down, if you have Tombstone Soda, you can either 1, wait till you bleed out, or 2, you can hold the extra square button to actually bleed out yourself. And once you bleed out or officially die, a tombstone's going to appear. And it's going to be a little drop. Now instead of you spawning back in and grabbing your drop, it works like this, which is so much easier. I don't understand why they didn't do this. Your friends can grab the drop. And if they grab the drop, you spawn back in with all your perks and all your weapons without Tombstone though. You don't have Tombstone, so you have to go get it again. I think to make this less OP, I think there should be a time limit on the drop, so you should have 30 seconds, and you should only be allowed to buy Tombstone 3 times, very similar to Quick Revive. I like the time limit part because it kind of makes it a little bit harder for everyone else, so that way they have to drop what they're doing and immediately start heading for this Tombstone before it disappears. And if it disappears, you basically lose everything and you spawn back in next round with nothing. But if your friends get it, you get all your perks and all your weapons besides Tombstone, and like I said before, there should be a limited number of how many times you can actually buy this perk. The next one is going to work in solo, so if you're playing solo, you grab Tombstone, it works like this. You can set a spawn point, so to say, or a respawn point I should say. So if you're on round 50, you set a spawn point on round 50, and you're on round 70, and you die, you automatically go right back to round 50 wherever you actually use that perk at. So it's very similar to the time bomb in Buried, except for it's a perk, and you can manually set whenever you want your respawn to be, but once you set it, you cannot reverse it. It is set in stone. The only way you can change it is if you die and grab the perk again. So previously, with the multiplayer one, there should be a limited number of times you can actually buy this. So maybe 3 times, that's your limit, similar to Quick Revive. And once you set your respawn point round 50 and you're on round 70 and you go down, and if you happen to have Quick Revive, you can either choose which one you want to activate. You hold extra square, you go to your respawn point. If you just normally bleed out, you get back up with your Quick Revive. And maybe you have to go down again without Quick Revive, you automatically respawn on round 50. So I think this would be awesome. It would add some new variables to zombies and add some new strategies, and it also might fuck some people over every now and then. Maybe they're on round 100 and they accidentally set their respawn to round 2. Or maybe this would add some cool challenges. I don't know, I feel like that'd be pretty awesome. It's just basically the perk version of the time bomb from Buried. And the last idea I sort of got was very similar to a actual grave site or an actual tombstone, how people go there and they usually put flowers or something on the tombstone. It's kind of similar to that. So as soon as you go down, a little tombstone's actually going to appear where you went down. And every time, maybe somebody walks over it, or every time someone in your team actually gets points, you get points as well. So I feel like if your teammates maybe buy a gun, maybe they can walk up to your tombstone and they can donate it to you. So they can hold extra square and give you whatever weapon they have, and then when you spawn back in, you have that. Or maybe they can give you points, or maybe they can give you perks or something like that. I feel like as soon as you die, a tombstone should appear, and your teammates can help you out by donating you stuff. So maybe they have a gun they don't want, or maybe they want you to spawn back in with a bow or something like that. They can give you that bow, put it in your inventory, so that way as soon as you spawn in the next round, you actually maybe have a full set of stuff. Maybe you have Jug, Speed Cola, Double Tap, Electric Cherry, and all this other fun stuff. I don't know how they would give you perks, so maybe not perks, but maybe they can donate you weapons and points, that way when you respawn, you're going to be good. I don't know, these are just some ideas that I had of how to make Tombstone Soda better, because it's absolute garbage the way it is now, and I doubt we would ever see it again. So maybe if Treyarch changed up Tombstone Soda and started acting like this, maybe people would actually start getting it, and it would be worthwhile. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys could, please leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. Peace.